make this whole process a lot simpler. Open up the registry entries in Notepad, and you will get this. This is a list of all the registry keys that would put in there automatically, but you're going to have to do this manually. This is the directory, HKey local machine, software, apps. Now, anything past apps in these cases isn't created yet. You're going to have to create the actual registry key. So this would be Macromedia Flash Player ActiveX, and then in that you're going to put two DWORD values, INSTL, DWORD value of 1, and INSTL directory continued, something, DWORD value of 1, again. And the rest of these are string values. I'm going to go to Mobile Registry Editor and try and show you more visually so it's a little bit easier to understand. It's not difficult, it's just confusing. So HKey local machine, software, apps. Resize this. And then I already created these, but you're going to have to do that because these aren't going to be there. So start with Macromedia Flash Player ActiveX because that has the most keys. It's the hardest. It takes the longest to put in. So you're basically going to right-click, New, Registry Key, type in Macromedia Flash Player ActiveX, watch the case, and make sure that you don't misspell anything. Obviously, just one of those basic things you don't want to overlook. You know, I mean, if it doesn't work, check that first. When you start your troubleshooting, check that first because it's easy to, you know, one letter or one number off and it's not going to work. So once you get that in there, there's, like I said, there's two DWORD values, INSTL, and to create a DWORD value, right-click, New, DWORD value, word, and then put in the value data. Yeah, I know, screw you. So that's it. You create the DWORD values, again, watch case, make sure everything's spelled properly according to this. So INSTL is right here. Make sure you, yeah. So INSTL, DWORD value of 1. And the rest of these, same thing. cab file, yeah, it's just like that. Quite simple. So once you're done putting in all the registry keys, you're going to have to do that for Macromedia Flash Player 4 for the Pocket PC. That's simple. There's only one DWORD value of 0. And Macromedia Flash Player, same thing. Once those are done, soft reset your phone and go on to step 2. Now step 2 is copying a Windows directory to the Windows directory on your smartphone. I already did this, but I'll show you how to do it. Once your phone's connected through ActiveSync, you just go to Mobile Device, My Windows Mobile Based Device, and then this is your phone or PPC, whatever. So there's the Windows folder, and then you just drag it from the SP Flash Hack folder, just drag it and drop it, and say yes to any overwrite dialogues. And then step 3, you're going to go into your Windows directory. It takes a couple seconds because it's the Windows directory and there's a lot of files in there. So once you get in there, you're going to overwrite. There's a folder in Windows, Macromedia folder, that's what you just dragged over. And in that Macromedia folder is a Flash DLL. You're going to replace that with Flash 6. So here it is. Okay, go down to Macromedia. And then here's the Flash DLL. You're going to just overwrite it. Yes, overwrite. Alright, so after you've copied over the Windows Macromedia folder, you're going to need to copy over the step 4, which is regsvrce.exe. This little program basically registers the Flash DLL so that whenever Internet Explorer encounters a SWF file, it will know to route it to the Flash DLL. Simple as that. So you just copy that over. I already did. You can't run it from here. You obviously have to run it from the phone. So I'm going to bring the phone up here. And using Total Commander or the built-in File Explorer, whatever, you're going to run the program. and put in the path name for it. In this case, it's the same thing as right here. So it'd be /Windows /Macromedia /flash.dll. I'll make sure it's on register and then hit OK. Okay, so it says DLL register server in Windows Macromedia Flash.dll succeeded. Gonna hit OK. Now the last step to this whole big train wreck is to copy over the Flash 7 DLL and overwrite this one. So simple. Step 5, there's a Flash 7 DLL, just drag and drop. Replace the file, yes. Alright, the DLLs have been registered, the registry keys have been keyed, and everything should work. I queued up a Homestar Runner clip, and yeah, let's just pray that it works. Well, there you go. So that's pretty much it. It seems more complicated than it really was. I just ran into some unforeseen difficulties. But it's, it's possible, obviously. I was able to do it. It's not very difficult. I wouldn't recommend using it if you're going to be looking at a lot of Flash animations or trying to play SWF Shockwave games. The smartphones really aren't even meant to play Flash or FLV or SWF files in the first place, and it's a stretch to get them to do this. However, the Skyfire browser that I showcased in my last segment is definitely up to this task. I mean, it's got all the features you'd expect in a full desktop browser. I didn't get to get into too much detail in that, but it's got full Flash support, full SWF support. It's handled just about everything I've thrown at it quite well. So if you're really interested in this, if you really want more multimedia in your browser, in your mobile browser, I would recommend signing up for the Skyfire beta. Otherwise, I'll put some links in the show notes for everything I covered today, the registry tweaks. I'm going to put some other websites up for you guys to look at. There's a whole slew of information out there that I wasn't even able to cover, just for time constraints, and I'm tired. So I hope this was informational for you guys, and I hope you really got something out of it. And if you'll excuse me, I got a date with a hot water heater.